Hi folks, I'm Goecha, and today I will be explaining why I believe the Grand Senora, or a desert location for the facility, is the single best location to have it. This one is a little more subjective. There are other valid choices, but I will explain my reasoning, and again it comes down to location and ease of access. And one of the things that's useful is my MC clubhouse is right across the road. Literally right across the road, which is useful. There's also Trevor's Airfield nearby, which is always useful. Although of course I can use my vehicle summoning to summon an aircraft from my hangar and they will appear right behind me. I can summon Avenger, it'll be right across the road, so that's useful. But the main thing is I'm right in the middle of the map. Here is Route 68. I can connect to the Great North-South-East Highway. I can connect to the western one. I'm actually close enough to Toledo Bay that if I'm doing the second Doomsday heist, the Bogdan job, I can reach it and get the Elite Challenge just by driving along the road. Although, as we all know, the fastest way is to cut along these train tracks, go right through the middle of Chili out on the train tracks, and that will save you 5 minutes. So I'm close enough to the Bogdan job to get the Elite Challenge. I have excellent highway access. I have close to an airfield. I've got Los Santos Customs, ammunition, blah 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 blah. There are other good locations. There is a location right here. That's not so good. Why isn't it good? Because you've got the river here and a little dirt road and it's just awkward. The Zancudo one here is actually a good location, and I'll go into a map so we can see it a bit better. Wrong thing. Just show the facilities. Here we go. So this Zancudo one is actually pretty good. You have access to the road here. It's a little bit awkward, but it's there. You've got Fort Zancudo nearby, which is of course always useful to have an airfield nearby. It's not a bad location. This one's awkward to get to. This one, which on the face of it seems great, it's right next to Trevor's Airfield. It's actually really awkward to get to. The roads to it are terrible. Now we all know, of course, that the one here in the dam is the single worst place to have your facility. Do not have your facility here. Yes, it's technically near the city, but your only access is a long winding dirt road here and a long winding dirt road here. It's terrible. Do not buy the Landak Reservoir facility. If you have it, trade it. Do not get the one in the middle of the wind farm. Again, the roads are terrible. There's hills everywhere. It's really awkward to get to. It's really awkward to get away from. Trevor's is not so bad. One over here is, there's no reason not to get this, to be honest. It's close to the freeway, which is always good. This one's too far from anywhere. You don't want this. This one, while it's good for the Bogdan job, it's too far from anywhere. You don't want this. Zancudo's not bad. Sandy Shores is fine. That one's just a little awkward, but in my opinion, Route 68 is the best. Because you've got freeway access, you're close to an airfield, you're close enough to Bogdan job, especially taking the tunnel, to get there and get the Elite Challenge. You've also got other things nearby, specifically if you have MC businesses out here. This is why I believe it to be the best location. But as I said, there's nothing wrong with Zancudo or Sandy Shores. But for God's sake, don't use the wind farm and don't use Landak Reservoir. They suck. And this one, that's just in the middle of nowhere. Thank you.